Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-bow.
First off, hey. First off, what's up, nerds? Second off, Alex, I love you. And third off, so you were saying about Metroid. Yeah, Metroid. But I think after, like, they know that Metroid Prime. I mean, I don't know for certain, but I would bet that 2D Metroid. No?
Yeah.
Because like back then, you were getting like Prime and 2D Metroid like back to back.
Yeah.
The Game Boy Advance, GameCube, and then into the Wii.
Yeah, because, like, this game worked with Metroid Fusion, and then they did Zero Mission after that with, like, Metroid Prime 2.
Yeah, and then you had, Prime Hunters, which is a whole ass, Metroid Prime game. Hey, I can kill it. Bitch.
Man, I feel so relieved. We took a small break to pee. We peed, the dogs peed. Not together. It happened.
I peed in the bathroom.
That's implying that I didn't pee in the bathroom?
Well, Ted, I didn't see you. And you haven't clarified, so I'm starting to think you're dodging the question.
Well, you know what? I don't appreciate this interrogation. So anyway, that's what I was saying before, is like, Nintendo just... I'm sure they haven't wanted to really do Metroid. Because, like, they did Samus Returns, which was... It's great, but it's a remake of,
This thing, big plant,
Yeah.
creepy.
Ooh. But it's a remake of probably the worst Metroid game, and whenever they remade it, it was like after the Switch had come out.
Oh, you're...
So, I'm sure it didn't do great. So Nintendo probably really wasn't wanting to do Metroid.
Right, well, I bet it did,
It did like
decent enough for them to be like, okay, you can do a Switch one now.
just well enough in comparison to everything else they tried to put out that late in on the system.
Yeah. Plus, it was critically really enjoyed.
Yeah.
But they were like, all right, it's a critical darling, and it's selling well enough. You can make a Switch one.
That was my first Metroid game. I 100%ed it, and I 100%ed it, and then I beat it without 100%ing it a second time.
My first game was Metroid. Well, I guess it was Metroid Prime, then Metroid 2. Okay.
I tried to go back with
Metroid 2.
Yeah, on the Nintendo Switch Online on NSO, and
Oh, that's right. This just takes me to the Magmore Caverns anyway.
couldn't do it. I was like, I was playing. I was like, this is neat. This is crazy. This is on the Game Boy. I don't want to play this. But, Dread did so well. Metroid Prime 4 hype has continued in the 6 years since they announced it. And then now this game is like seems to be doing very well, especially for it being, a GameCube remaster that they just had on the back burner so long that most of the people who worked on it don't even work at the company anymore.
Which I bet that's so. I think like I think whenever they gave.
Ooh.
Whenever they gave Metroid Prime, when they gave Prime 4 to Retros, because it wasn't always them.
Yep. You gonna scan him? Magmor. Fire-breathing serpent that dwells in lava. Okay. Okay. Prefers extreme heat zones and are susceptible to frigid attack forms. Sightless, they navigate the lava currents using their sonar receptors. Magmors have a keen sense of smell, enabling them to pinpoint
When do they say sightless? When they have
giant glowing eyes.
huge. They're like half my health.
Yeah. Man, this is a precarious ass zone there, isn't it? I love fire jets in video games, you know, like from a design standpoint of like, hey, how can we vent heat in this structure? Why don't we just put flamethrowers along the walkway?
Oh,
Shit. Sick. I think you got some stuff you can suck. Had a missile.
have a missile.
Oof. My tummy's upset from eating nothing but a clementine and a large double espresso coffee.
Oh, you have
I know, right? You'd think that was enough.
one of
Rolling around in this little lava zone with
Yeah.
with the shakies.
right. That controller is a rumbling. BT.
An HD a rumbling. Oh.
Triclops.
Triclops. Yeah, they're cool.
Ah, you got me.
You got your bad.
My God. Isn't even the one I have to kill.
You get him? Nice. Man, Alex, you really, that was a bad fumble on that play. I love the music of this zone. It's really popping.
Just yeah, Magmor Cavern soundtrack is pretty. Anyway, yeah, I think so. Either they'll do another Prime remaster, number right, like 2 or 2 and 3. But or it'll be 4.
Saved, right?
Yeah,
Cool. No reason.
I'll be fine. Look, there's
I really thought, considering how much health bar you have now, that would have been some of those middle ground ones.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
Look, it's broken. What do you think that means?
I don't know. There's probably some big ass fucking thing rolling around.
Oh, no, it's like in all the 2D ones where there's the thing where you're going through the tunnel all the time, and eventually that tunnel, they're replicating that moment in 3D. I don't think it works as well, but it's neat.
That's neat that they tried. Yeah, you're getting loose. Come on, drop some health.
Right? Stop giving me missiles. It's like they want me to die.
You know, that is something about like old video games that I think is under adjusted in like remakes and remasters and stuff like that, where, you know, like all of like RNG drop based games like this where hey, you have a life and a lot of consumable stuff, and then it's just like, yeah, there's some math going on in the background of a digital slot machine of hey, what you gonna get, you know what I mean? And then I'm sure like different objects have set things or different things that of what will come out of them, but like I guess it makes it easier, but you think that they would go into like the RNG thing and be like, yeah, I want to keep playing the game, and I've gotten missiles 20 times in a row from enemies. Seems like there's some work to be done there whenever I have no health and full missiles and have had for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
I think the idea is that though that once you get to a certain point, they kind of want you to die. Would feel like the
hit of having to go all the way back and make your way. I'm not a game developer. I'm a game player. And don't hate the player, hate the game.
So this is all pretty much just saying that the power plant, the space pirates are using to power all of their facilities here.
Yeah. Is what makes better energy than magma. Already hot.
Thermoelectric. Woogie.
It's the thing from the commercial and also demo. Warning. Bedrurdressnurth. So are you still secret hunting, or are you like going through?
We're going through it.
Oh, okay. A lot less secrets in it.
I actually didn't find like any because I went the wrong way, and then it took me to the story area, and I was like, all right, well, I guess this is what we're doing.
We'll do secret hunting later. We're almost dead. But whatever.
There's a safe spot coming up.
Ooh. Pretty.
Right, now, that being said, something about this, every other part of the game captures like the spirit of so much that it seems like, you're playing, like, it tricks your brain into thinking, yeah, that's what it looks like. There's something about this place that just doesn't hit the same way as it does on the GameCube.
You think it's just how they had to do the snow texturing or something like that?
I think it's more like there's like less fog. Just seems not as like
a snowstorm.
Yeah.
This seems like it's gently. There's a gentle snow. Like instead of a drizzle of rain, it's a drizzle of snow that's just kind of there. It doesn't even look like it's snowing. You really got to kind of look. It's like a light little thing.
By the way, back full health. Oh, is it this? Stop it.
Does it do like an auto ball thing when you get to a ball point or something?
No, I was just tapping the button and I tapped it. Door directly above this is.
That's a dumb lock. I'm not even there.
I know,
I'm
right?
Under there.
It is like. Why is that how you unlock this door? You have to. There's a sewer with secret unlock on it. Makes no sense.
It's stuff like that of like how
I'll show you on the Wii version a Phaedra Drifts place, and you'll.
It's a little off. Something that I think about for these games like this, where it's a lot of like ruin exploring and stuff like that, is. Now I don't know about Chozo Society. That doesn't make any sense. Having like a weird sewer thing that has the thing that has the lock, but having intricate, weird stuff is because you would have presumably in these like old societies and stuff like that, you have like servants or slaves who are just like manning the door, and you know the regal nobility or chozo or whatever, whoever like the high ups are is walking through. They're walking through like dozens of people whose job is literally to stand there and just, ooh, that's creepy looking,
Baby Chica.
and just like to man these weird door structure intricate things, you know what I mean? Where you're like, I gotta push this button and then hold a thing to push this button, you know what I mean? Ooh, that was cool. That's scary looking.
Yeah, right.
See, this is it's a very modern looking kind of monster.
I know,
you
like it's the amount of work they did. Really, it's like a brand new game. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But in the game, I don't know, loop gameplay. I don't know what you would call it. The bones of it though hold up so well that you're like, yeah, this is incredible.
I guess I wonder if that's one of the because they don't call it Metroid Prime HD or anything like that. They call it Metroid Prime, right?
No, they call it Metroid Prime Remastered.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I think is weird. Is they call it remastered. This is like more of a remake. Although it's not like I guess it's still using
The engine.
like the base geometry.
Yeah.
It's just added on to it as a.
They just do some crazy putting texture shit on top of stuff. Kind of like
I guess that's why they call me a burrower.
like Resident Evil on the GameCube versus, Resident Evil on PS1. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. What do you?
Resident Evil on the GameCube is technically a remaster.
Oh yeah,
thing where it's everything like the bones are the same, but they just put like crazy pre-rendered, background and all this nonsense over the skeleton of what that game was to make it this, at the time crazy advanced looking thing.
You.
Oh, that is cool.
What's over there?
But I was saying earlier, we're like in ruins and stuff like that. Presumably at the height of whatever society you're looking for. They got like two dudes at every like 10 feet ready to open up the weirdly complicated door, and then once everyone's gone, it's like, oh, the one adventurer person who has to go through and open these doors. It's like, oh, fuck yeah. Do this weird shit to get this door open. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Whereas stuff like how we started talking about that makes no damn sense, because why would they have a guy stationed, like imprisoned in this weird...
Also, like the Chozo are rad. You know what I mean? They're cool. They're all about like space hippies. You know what I mean? They're one with the world and shit.
Yeah.
And they're got weird bird magic and
that's big reason why I want to finish Dread, is I want to see what's up with that Chozo,
yeah. Right?
How much did you play of Dread?
Like none.
Oh.
I wanted to beat all of the ones I haven't beat yet, and so I play which is, let me go make sure. Which is now just 2 of them. Yeah.
Willow's having a little yippy dream over there.
I hear it's pretty cute. There's a lore.
Ooh. As the great Scion reaches ever further. Poison. Zion. As the great Poseidon reaches even further into the planet, we Chozo begin to feel the gnawing of despair. Before it is too late, we now make our last stand. We have begun to build a temple to contain this darkness. At its heart, we will place a cipher, a mystical lock powered by 12 artifacts, and filled with as much power as we chose or can harness. We wonder, though, even if we are done, will it be too late, and will the power of the temple and the cipher itself prove strong enough to hold back the poisonous tide that even now swells within the ground, threatening all life? And in case you're wondering why I mess things up a lot, one, I don't know how to read, and two, there is a microphone in front of my face that's quite large and kind of splits my vision a little bit, so it kind of mess up sometimes. I know you're going to give me crap for it. Thousands of people watching this. But I just, have context for the crap that you are going to give me. I don't think I've seen you made it past one of those guys without getting hit yet.
I don't think I ever have.
I can... The stream of consciousness that you have to do whenever doing a show like this, is like... It's fascinating to me, the real professionals, because...
People are good at it.
Yeah.
What am I doing?
You can just suck.
With the old suck.
Is that the same bit of lore that we read before, or is that different?
That's brand new lore.
I'll read this and then I'll finish my thought. So many creatures suffer beneath the blight upon the land. We chose are no exception. But for all our pain, we can at least believe in the promise of the future. We have come to believe that a time may never come when we can once again open the door and banish the darkness we've contained. Even so, our vigilance will forever remain. We believe that on some far-off day, a savior will come and continue what we have begun. For that savior, we will leave our ancient weapons and armor. The soul of who can gather them will be the entrusted one, the only being who can reverse the evil that grows here. That's you, Asamasaharane.
So they're like, there will be...
Eventually there'll be a chosen one.
We're going to get a chosen one around here.
Who's going to be part bird, part person.
We'll call him Bird Person. No relation.
No relation. And we'll give them all our cool shit. And it'll be there. They'll deal with it. So as I was finishing my thought, which is very funny because I forgot what my thought was, and then I remembered, and it was about the stream of consciousness needed to do this show. When you're doing a show like this, you have to, you're trying to be funny, and doing like a measure of like improv comedy, which we're not trained with, I think we're a better than the average bear.
Improv. I hardly know her.
Oh, swing and a home run up top. Exactly. So even though we're naturally hilarious, as that joke just proved, not necessarily like formally trained or like you even studied it in improv comedy, which I would like to do with you. I'd like to, Damn it! You fucking failed. Did it hit it?
No, okay. When you land on them, they fall down after a second. So I was like, if it fell and I have to reset the whole puzzle
because you just clipped it. Terrible. Whoa!
Boom!
Is that the mega bomb?
This is the boost ball.
Ooh. Oh, so you can do those puzzles and stuff you were doing?
I can do the Tony Hawk ramps.
Nice. But so I would like to do like an improv, like a short improv course with you or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just to kind of like, feel it.
Yes, and
yeah, yes, and exactly.
This is a conversation we've had on multiple.
Yeah, I know. But not multiple published Let's Plays like this one will be. I guarantee you that.
I don't know that.
Yeah. We have a lot of Let's Plays in the backlog that may never come out. They may come out at some point, you know what I mean? It's hard to say. I'm thinking that those may be like the
Damn it.
that those may be the Patreon
boss.
exclusive series is those like early days the early days stuff.
So if we have recorded but not published.
Yeah, and then depending on like the popularity, when we've gathered a respectable fan base, then it'll be up to them, and we'll be like, because none of those series are complete or crazy long, and we can do like votes or something like that. The ones that are popular enough to be like, hey, do you want us to go back to these? And then we'll decide like, hey, we'll replay them from the beginning, or we'll, you know what I mean? I think that's a pretty good tactic. What do you think, Alex? You talk and give your opinion.
Fucking bitch.
Okay. As I was saying about the stream of consciousness and professionalism needed to continue the show.
Got him.
So someone has to play a video game and
dirtbag.
talk, which doesn't sound hard, but as you can tell from Alex, it can be. So you have to like have this disassociative conversation where you're also trying to be funny and like do this yes and, God, I know yes and's important. I really fucking hate it.
I love yes and.
I love and hate yes and.
Yes and I hardly know her.
Yep. Ooh,
Pretty
cutscene.
cool. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I know, right? Looking awesome, huh?
Pretty crazy. Yeah.
Right? That fucking Samus is like, bet, dude.
Yeah.
Come on, get some. I think I'm done.
But anyway, that's why I forget all the time of like things we're talking about and what we're doing, because it is that yes and mentality of like you got to keep moving to the next thing, next thing, and yes and yes and yes and what's next, what's going on.
Well, Metroid Prime will either come out at the end of this year or it'll be the launch game for the new.
It'll be the Breath of the Wild where it'll come out on both systems, and
yeah, but it'll be like hella crazy, like 4K and all these graphics.
Yeah,
Look at our graphics, because Retro Studio. Well, maybe before it was Retro. Now they bought Alpha, not Alpha Dream, the Canadian studio that makes Luigi's Mansion. Now they're like the
I thought. Who was doing it? Because someone was doing it before, and then Retro was like.
So that was the thing. Is it was really weird. It came out and it was like a.
Really, 2 missiles?
Huh?
The 2 missiles for those guys?
Yeah. That's strong. You don't get I've been playing them on my save. I can now one shot like some of the starting enemies. Oh shit.
Man, I love that lightning effect that like goes through it and then it just like reels back and
shitload of
stuff.
damage.
Yeah, I mean it's a rough attack, but it's cool. Stay nerdy, everybody.
Think I can make it there?
Nope.
No.
Stay nerdy, everybody.
Get this health before I go in.
Bye.